Yo, man. A little behind. Was handling some work. And handling some work this morning. So I'm a little behind getting here. But 11 o'clock. Yes, baby. Be here for 11 o'clock. We're going to be discussing how we connect with this new money lender. I mean, private money. No, sorry. Yeah, so let's get into that. Let me get signed into my joint so I can finish doing what I was doing this morning, which was basically some follow-ups. Um, Man, I'm gonna wait till 11, like I said, before I get into all the stuff that changed today. Um, I was thinking, I recorded one of the conversations I had with this individual. I made post it, get their permission to post it, and I'll let you guys hear how this transpired. And partner, rough, sluggish. Till I, get to, I got a goal set. So until I accomplish, man, I don't care about none of the other stuff that people live for. And I don't care about, the name brand, fly stuff people try to keep up with on that. Keeping up with the cars, with the car notes, man. If you ain't got assets paying them car notes, man, you tripping. Period. And then, don't worry, I'm not talking crap. I was the guy working 9 to 5 to pay his car note. Done that in life. Who hasn't? I'm pretty sure there's people that hasn't, but for the majority of us, I'm guessing that's a part of how we get to things because that's how things is presented. So you go the route for what you see, and in return, you end up doing things like that, right? It's just part of life. What you gonna do? All right. Don't remember me on this computer. What? Huh? Who? Oh, of course it didn't. My bad. Put the number the wrong way. Now we in there. Let's still get property back up. Yeah, I looked at a property this morning where you have to go ahead in the back, but then I did because I noticed the property had 100% equity and it's still sitting on the market. And last time we spoke, the seller wasn't interested in seller finance. That's cool, but the property's still listed. So, what you want to do? So I hit him up and see what he want to do. Let him know we're still here, we're still breathing, and we're still interested. So at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be talking about private money that we've connected with, and also tell you how you can do the same. So if you're here, stick around another 40 minutes. We're going to be getting into that right now. I'm still signing in to finish up the follow-ups I got to get done. I'm bugging out right now, y'all. I forgot my email real quick. Forgot my joint. I hate these big keyboards on PCs. I'm used to my Mac. All my computers are at the crib is Mac, so the keyboards are not as doofy and bulky. All right, so getting into it. All right, whatever. I'll check that later. I'm busy right now. All right, let's get to it. All right, we got a follow up here for a property in Fayetteville. I want to see if it's even still listed right now. It's showing that it's pending. So when this happens, just so you know, I listed it in my system, and then I keep an eye on it every 30 days to see if the sale went through or if it didn't go through. Now, if it did go through, I want to know who bought it, whether it was a investor buyer or a buyer who lives in it. If it's a buyer who lives in it, fine, keep moving. If it's an investor buyer, we may want to connect with that investor and in return end up with another private money lender. But I digress. I don't want to get into that too soon. That's for 11 o'clock. All right, cool. So this is pending and we already scheduled it. So let's move on to the next lead. The next lead we have is Brandon. And I don't have the link, do I? Stupid though. Okay, I left a message 30 days ago and 2 months ago, and it seems like we never got in contact with this guy. So let's look up the address real quick because I don't have the link, my dummy self. Yo, this weather's tricky out here, y'all. I don't know if we are at right now. This is pending. But this weather is tricky out here. Boom. All right, so put that link in there. I don't want to hear it. All right, so another one that's pending. Man, I can't wait to tell you guys about the new opportunities that we're looking for, not just based on the conversation we had with a new buyer. It's an official buyer. They came from a property they already purchased. Is how we connected with them in the first place. We did research yesterday on their LLC. If you tuned in yesterday, or check for the video for my live from yesterday, and you can hear me have a conversation with this guy. How I found them in the first place. I pulled the lead right here on my live, called them. I went through the Secretary of State website to find his name and his phone number, and that's how we called him. And at the time we called him, it wasn't the right time. He actually called back at 3 o'clock, so we agreed. I did record the 3 o'clock call. I do have that recorded, but I didn't go live with it. After the 3 o'clock call, which went amazingly great, he called back as he said he would, when he said he would. He was like, hey, I got to go handle this. Give me about 30, 40 minutes, I'll call you back. And he did. So we ended up talking and building more rapport and stuff. I'm getting too into that, right? That's for 11 o'clock. So let me finish up this follow-up so I could be ready to talk to you guys about this at 11 o'clock. That's why I'm pushing it to 11 because I just want to get this finished. All right. So let me shut up and finish, right? All right, cool. Spending. We already said that. Boom, pending. We're gonna keep an eye on this bad boy. If the daggone mouse work, I will be grateful. So grateful. Check the next one. We spoke to the receptionist. She will call us. Let's see what happened with this lead. All right, sent email. Hi, Daryl. The seller does not have any financials or rent rolls to share. I'm not sure. All right, let's see if this thing is even still listed before we do all this preliminary stuff. All right, cool. $1.2 million they want for this. This is a multi-family. So this is like multiple joints. It's been on the market 130 days. Let's go back. All right, cool. I remember this. I remember this. I had Johnny in on this. And see, this is why I need to connect with them outside of that Discord, so I could that paying for it for nothing. All right, cool. So now what I need to sign into is my email. Give me 1 second to do that. Man, I'm about to put on some ambience in the background, man. Why your books ain't open? Well, I see you on the computer instead of them books. Yeah. Nah, bro. Let me show you something Daddy knows. Let me show you something Daddy knows. You cannot get around your father, kid. You can't get around your father, kid. Woo! You thought you had a friend. Yo, don't touch this computer until your work's done. And please, I don't want you getting in trouble on my live. Do the right thing. Like Spike Lee said. Do the right thing. Well, I need to call your mother. Okay. I'll call your mom. All right, so do the right thing. That means fix your attitude. I ain't dealing with no attitudes and you doing the wrong things. On you, bro. I love you, but you tweaking right now. Look at me. But look at you. But look. You little pumpkin head. I got something for you behind too. Then how many straws you need for hot chocolate? 17? Oh, you better watch how you be breathing, man. You know, some of them breaths from my era would be considered disrespectful, and you don't want to know what happened then. Okay. Let's get back to the business. Cause my son is not handling his. He see his dad gets up and handle his business every day. You would think that'd be enough for him not to. But you know kids are gonna be kids, right? I'm gonna try it. I can't deny it. Kids are gonna try it, but he don't wanna mess with me. I came up in the 80s, you see. I love you, Lennox. Give me a cup up. Rob, just hit me at 1017 saying what? Thank you. We hit Rob up this AM, I think. But did we? It was just a different Rob. It says, hi, wait, here are some homes that high days on market. Okay. See what area he's sending me. Okay, cool. So I'll check these out after I'm done. Okay. But we are, oh, yes. Show y'all something. That one's not gonna work. I just looked at that one for some reason. I just called on it, matter of fact, yesterday. But I think my guy already looked at that one. Yeah. He just basically sent me some leads in the area that my new buyer wants to find some situations in. So that just works out perfect. And since Rob is on the hunt for me like this, watch this. This is how you utilize your relationships. Uh, Great. Thank you. Also, wanted to let you know I'm currently looking for co-living opportunities. Um, Put a dash here. Co-living opportunities. Okay, cool. So these are great. Thank you. I'll take a look today. Also, wanted to let you know we're looking for co-living opportunities. Uh, we are basically looking for 3 beds plus we can wait with we with floor plans that we are able to convert dead common spaces, not dead space, common and some dead spaces into into rooms. Okay, let me check that again. Great, common spaces into rooms. As well. In addition, we are also for flips and we got a phone call, guys. Let's see what this is. Thanks for calling BTX Homes. This is Daryl.
Hey there, this is Sheila Delia Mark. How are you?
I'm good, Sheila. How are you today?
Good. I'm at quote about 415 North Hyde Park, but
Yes,
thanks to have one under contract.
you have that is under contract now.
Yeah, I just got under contract. I'm not
Oh man, you have anything else coming up in that area?
multiple bedrooms or
Well,
3 bedrooms or more.
yes, and we're looking for places we can convert to co-living spaces right now.
like renting rooms and such like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think about that for a minute.
Okay.
And I can get back to you. If not today, I'll get back to you tomorrow.
That's
And
perfect.
fixture uppers are okay?
Fixer uppers are great. Yeah, that's fine too.
Okay. All right. Thank you
I,
so much.
I look forward to talking with you. Thank you so
Have a good
much.
day.
All right, you too.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye
All
bye.
right, bye-bye.
Sorry, guys. The call kind of knocked me off. I want to figure out how to turn it off on here when I'm on here so that don't happen. But that was a realtor, right? Here's the funny thing. Rob just sent me these leads, and one of the leads is the address that she just called me back on. She's the listing agent, and it just wanted the contract. Is what I found out. But we told her what we were looking for, so she can start bringing us what we're looking for. So see, I had a conversation. I get the information of what my buyers want. I go look for it, but I also deploy the realtors that I have relationships with, which I've been building a lot of more relationships with realtors this year than I ever before since I've been doing this business. So I have a lot of realtors to connect with and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. So while I'm looking for it, they're looking for it too. So it's more manpower. But yeah, so let me get back to this reply to Rob and telling him what we're looking for so he can start bringing it to us too. So this way I bring what my buyer wants, and it's not all just my efforts. All right, so in addition, we are looking for flips. Oops. For flips in the 600K to 1.5 million range. We playing with different numbers, boys and girls, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all stick around till 11 o'clock. You're gonna learn why the changes that I'm making right now and the pivoting I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you all why. So we're looking for 600,000 to $1.5 million range. In addition, we are also looking for range. Um, in and around the triad area. Um, I'm gonna go. He didn't like 6, so I'm gonna go 7 million. I'll go 700,000 to 1.5 million. I mean, all right. So this is great. Thank you. I'll take a look today. Also, wanted to let you know I'm currently looking for co-living opportunities. We are basically looking for 3 bedrooms plus, with floor plans that we are able to convert common and some dead spaces into rooms. In addition, we're also looking for flips, 700K to $1.5 million. I mean, we'll get $1.5 million range and it's right around here. All right, so send this to him. So he knows what we're looking for. We're gonna get it shaking, man. We're gonna get it shaking. But this is why you can't do this business by yourself. I've tried it. I started this joint in 2012. I made over 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. And let me tell you something. I also learned the cycles of the market, the ups and downs, when it's easy to make money, when it becomes harder to find deals to make money. Like I've been through it all. The cash flow that stopped because the property was dilapidated and the previous owner couldn't keep up with it. You tried, but it was nothing you could do. and you had to sell the property in the nick of time to still make sure the deal went sound and everything was still good. You was able to provide $125,000 to the lady you owed that money to. Like all of these different things. Like I've been there, I've been through it. So yeah, we just keep growing and keep going. That's what we got to do is keep going, keep going. So I got a plan right now, and it's basically early retirement. So I want to retire by the time I'm 45 years old. I think that's a good, chill out age, right? So that's what I'm working toward right now. Every day, I'm working toward that goal to accomplish it. So I got some years ahead of me before I reach it. So let me focus now. What you do now is going to determine where you at in the future. So that's why I just focus right now. We got years before we get 45, but still, I want to do it now. If it happened before 45, that's even better, right? That's what I'm saying. That'd be better. So let's keep going. And for those who may be wondering, I'm 42. All right. We sent that. Um, we're gonna hit him with a follow up. I shouldn't have that many of these left. How am I doing all these follow ups without my Google open? Well, that was the first one I did. But let me open up my Google. Like, what am I doing? Not Google Docs. I just need Google. Period. Oh man. Busy yo. I'm still here. I guess I wore this white shirt so you can't see. Sometimes I be coming in and out. All right, I'm in here. Let me update my joint real quick, and then I can move on to the next one. This KPI sheet is important. Um, it took me a long time to start keeping track of my KPIs, man. All of this stuff about business, I had to learn. I ain't coming from none of that. I didn't have a father that was in business, a mother in business. I had to teach myself. So, like, I love to talk to other people who came from similar backgrounds. They had to make it for themselves because I could relate. And it's good to see other people who came from nothing and making something. This is. Let me tell you why it's important and how powerful it is. These are your thoughts that you end up manifesting into your real existence here. Think about how deep that is. And everybody sitting here like ain't focused on the right things. Be focused on good thoughts. They focus on who talking about them, who don't like them, who this, who that. Stay focused on good thoughts. All right, we updated. Let's get to it. Next is it says it was a call again. Call this listing. We sent them a joint. We called them. We left them a voicemail. It seems they never called us back. My stupid self did not copy the link to the listing. So now I gotta go redo this crapper. Just closed out Zillow. Could have left that open for all that. Okay. And then watch this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's pending. Even though it's pending, save the link, man. Because I don't want to go through this again. All right, so we're going to save the link and we're going to update it to pending. If y'all watched this before, y'all know I do not do anything with this right now. I mark it to watch it in 30 days to see if it's sold. If it's sold, congratulations. If it didn't, you may want to holler at them, right? All right. So that was that. On to the next one. Now, these next two are what are considered off market. These people did not list their property for sale. They did not tell nobody, hey, come holler at me. I want to sell my joint. They ain't do none of that. So you hitting them up and you're building a relationship to hopefully when they do want to sell, you're there. That game changed. It changed. It really has. It may change back. Who knows? But from when I first started, this is how I started in real estate. This is how I first got money. Period. Was wholesaling in real estate. This is how I got to money. What else? Wholesaling real estate. Got me my first $5,000 check. It got me my first $10,000 check. It got me my first $20,000 check. It got me my first $44,000 check. It got me my first $57,000 check. Like wholesaling real estate was the start. You know what I'm saying? But buying my first seller finance deal got me cash flow, which is a different ball game altogether. Yes, it's not big chunks of cash like when you wholesaling, but here's the difference. Once you wholesale a deal, you make that big chunk of cash, you gotta go find nothing. And you all have a system in place that's consistently bringing them to you, right? Or nurturing them, whatever. But once you have the cash flow, that comes to you every month, as long as you own it. Crazy. I'd rather the cash flow, sorry. And even with the cash flow game, you can get big chunks of cash when you refinance and stuff like that. If you buy it, right? You refinance it, you can take out a chunk for yourself to go have to reinvest in some more stuff. So for me, now in this point in my life versus when I was growing up, I don't see money the way everybody else see it. It's a thing to go buy my clothes, and buy shoes, and buy food. And money is a tool, I learned. And I want to use that tool to create more of itself. And then the more of I take the big chunks of cash and invest it, create more monthly cash flow to live off.
So this is the business center.
And that's what you
Business
use to
center is also
fund your life out.
24 hours.
Not your labor.
It does not cost for you to understand.
But you can't tell people that. They don't believe that. That's the way the world is. Boy, you got work. They don't tell you that. You got work. Yeah, you do. But depending on the kind of work you do, it will depend on the rewards. If you work for somebody else, you're never gonna reap a reward. And I'm telling you that from experience, not from what I think. I've made more money as an entrepreneur than I did my whole career working. And I done had the job I quit before I started doing real estate was paying me 70 bands a year. But I seen that in one transaction. It didn't take a year. So when you have those experiences, That idea of I'm gonna pay you this amount of money over a year don't even sit with you right no more. And unless you have the experience, you probably ain't gonna understand. You probably gonna be, man, you lazy, you this, you that. Nah, your mind is just open, boy. And now you understanding that every boss is you, right? So the people that saying you lazy and all this and all that, they're basically saying to their boss, your boss, you're lazy. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you feel you a boss and you haven't learned how to be a boss yet, or you know, in your process or whatever, and you trying to get there, and people judging you for it, and because you're not working like them, or how they see society say you should, and all that. I was in that mind space one time looking at people like that, and I had to change that. Like, I mean, stop looking and judging people altogether because it's like I'm here to judge me, my life, and my time that I'm alive. I ain't got time to be worried about everybody else. So I gotta first and foremost at the end of the day, because that's the only judgments that's gonna matter. You feel me? But let me get back to this, man. I'm rambling, talking. It's almost 11 or 8 minutes, and we about to get into this. Please like and subscribe, man. We about to get into this how we found this private money lender. We about to get into the story about the private money lender. Nope, I did not finish everything in here. This was. All right, you know what? Let's just do it. We're gonna call him up. Yesterday was not my normal day. I did things a little different yesterday, and I followed my inner guidance and what to do yesterday. Went a little left, and it turned out amazing for me. So sometimes you gotta trust your inner self. It's telling you and guiding you for a reason. Don't ignore it. When I was a kid, I ignored it and I went to jail. Yes, this is Daryl. I was calling to follow up in regards to a property on 17th Street.
Street.
So sorry.
What's the address?
1500 17th Street.
Yeah, that's my property. I'm not selling it.
All right. Is it okay if we keep following up with interested in this area?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Thank you so much. What was your name again? I didn't.
It's
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Plashette. I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Bye. I had on here. I just wasn't sure how she pronounced it, so I'm like, yo, what's your name? Plashette. Chettt. I was gonna say Plachette, but she said Plashette. So let me fix her name. Plashette is how I pronounce it, so I don't forget that. She said, I heard her right. Okay, to keep following up. So I used to play just that game only, off-market game. And then I had to stop because the market changed, things changed. So I had to get into the on-market deals and all of that. Connecting with this new buyer that I'm about to talk to y'all, who is also a private money lender now. And in 5 minutes, we're about to get into this story. I'm gonna tell y'all the changes I learned and how it's allowing me to pivot. And now we're about to get things shaking. 5 more minutes, man. Please like and subscribe. Y'all about to learn how to find your own private money lender. So if you come from the hood and you didn't like, when I got in this business, I heard a lot of people say, yo, go to your family and friends, borrow money from this one, borrow money from that one. I didn't come from around people who have money that they could loan you. Everybody I grew up around was trying to make it. So who was I gonna contact? So this information that I'm about to go over in the next 4 minutes is for everyone who's getting. I know how do I get to people who can loan me money on deals. I'm about to let you know. I'm about to let you know. Tune in with me. 4 more minutes. Let me update this lady right here I just spoke to for her next follow-up, and then I'll go ahead and get into it. Let me finish that real quick. I don't want to do it too soon. Probably like 3-4 months, right? Plit check. All right, cool. Let me see what I got left, because I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, let me do this one more off market joint. Bear with me, y'all. 4 minutes. We got 4 more minutes. Let me knock out another call. 4 minutes is more than enough time to knock out another call. It's not ringing.
Please leave your message for.
Guess what, guys? I'm so busy these days that leads like this, I'm no longer chasing. That number is not working. This lead will be concluded in my system. And we're gonna keep going, guys. On to the next one. I got too many to be sitting here like shuffling through leads I can't contact. Look, I still got 2 minutes before I tell you guys this story from the guy that I spoke to yesterday on live. So it's documented. Go back, check my live from yesterday. And I had a conversation with the dude on my live. Okay. I'm checking it out real quick. It's still listed for sale. This looks so familiar. This is the North. Oh, how? Whoa. I just spoke to this lady today. And it came back up. She said it wanted the contract though. So this is so funny. This dude sent me this, and this was already in my system. Follow up for, okay. She said it went under contract. All right, so if it went under contract, she's supposed, let me put that right. Co-living criteria. All right, we'll to follow up with her in 30 days. If she don't send it, I don't know again. All right, so I should mark that as a follow-up because I damn sure spoke to that lady today. I just spoke to her on my live. She called. All right, send offer we did. All right, let's get to it. It's 11 o'clock. All right, let's get to the story of how you can find a private money lender. If you come from the hood, where things wasn't all good, and everybody was struggling to try to make it through, I came up just like you. And yesterday, to get on PropStream and pull a list and looking for vacant properties with some possible issues. But I had messed up on one of the filters and not putting the length of ownership to be at least 10 years. Excuse me. Thank you. And in return, it came up with properties of recent buyers, just purchased. So I still owe this one company. And I went and showed you guys how to go on open corporate to look up the LLCs that you may find listed as the owner of some of these properties. And you can use the Secretary of State website to find out the person who's in control of it, their phone number, so on. Sometimes it's listed to another corporation and you can't still find it. But for the most part, that's how you can find the owner of the LLC, and you call them up. And that. And he wasn't interested in selling that property. And during that conversation, you know, he was telling me about, hey, you know, if I did sell these four, they're all together, you know, and I do co-living spaces. So in that conversation, I had already seen something on co-living spaces over the weekend, right? Ironic, right? So even Pace more we were talking about it. So then I told him, man, I gotta take you out to dinner one time so I can just pick your brain and you know learn more about that co-living stuff you're doing. So he was like, man, you don't gotta do that. You know, get on the phone, I'll tell you, you know, whatever. So cool, we did that. We scheduled the call at 3 o'clock. We got on the phone and we started to get to know one another, and I started telling him, you know, about what I'm in business and all of that and what he does and so on, how he got started, how I got started, all of this stuff, right? Just getting to know one another. And he goes and told me, yeah, man, you know, if you ever looking, you know, at a deal and, you know, you need some money to pull it down, you know, I'm the guy for that. And I'm going, cool. Like, you know how long, you know, I've been hearing people say, oh, I got this private money person and that private money person, they come through with that. You know what I'm saying? And I always, because of, I guess where I come from, you know, you taught not to beg. You know what I'm saying? So to really ask people to loan you money, you never really learn the proper way of doing it, I guess, to where it's like you're not really asking them for money. It's sort of an investment. You're asking them to sit money somewhere that's going to create a return. You know what I mean? So their money's not really spent. You're not asking, they're not putting it in your hands. You know, they're going to wire it to an attorney. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like, hey, let me borrow 50,000 and you give me $50,000 and they're like, hey, you got my 50,000? It's not like that. You know what I mean? But if you don't know, you don't know. In your mind, you're thinking however it is because you don't know. You know what I mean? So after speaking about that, I learned more about what he was doing. And he started to tell me about the co-living spaces and how he got into them and how he's up to $100. And his goal in the next 2 years is to get to 500 rooms. He's up to over 100. So, you know, of course, I'm like, hey, I'm going to help you find those. Why not? You know what I mean? But not only that, partner in on some of these deals and not just wholesaling, staying in. That's the key to your success in this business. As soon as you can stay in on deals, the sooner the better. Yes, the wholesale fees is cool, but you want to stay in the. So we discussed that, but then he also, as we was talking about the market and how it slowed down, you got a lot of houses sitting on the market for long periods of time, right? But he told me he's still doing flips. He's working on 7 right now. And I'm like, you're still doing flips? Who's buying them, right? These people can't qualify, this, that, the third. Now, here's the kicker. The range in his flips, he don't like to deal in competition with newbies. So, he doesn't go for flips in the price range of 300,000, 400,000, right? 500,000, 600,000. He want to go above to eliminate the newbies, right? Smart strategy. Because now, when I go looking for those deals for him, it'd be a different conversation. Newbies are taught to not go next to those type of deals. They're hard to flip. They're hard. I've been in so many different newbie circles to listen what people are teaching these people. Everybody telling them it's hard. You're gonna find a better deal in the lower price range where the people have a harder time with money. And, you know what I mean? So your competition will be different at this price range. But it's a big opportunity on wholesale spreads. Let me explain to you why. When you're dealing in them price range, say if you got a house that you put 300 into it, it's gonna sell for like 1.5, and your buying price say was like 600,000, right? If I was able to get that under contract for 500,000 and sold it to you for 600,000, made $100,000, you're still gonna make. So it doesn't matter to you. But in those price range being so high, it's easier to make 50, 75, 100,000 in an assignment fee because you're dealing with larger numbers. Versus dealing like I have buyers who are afraid, like literally buyers on my phone right now who call, they don't want to deal with nothing that high price. And then sitting on the phone with him when he called me back, we went through the flips he has on the market right now currently. Now, yes, there are people like in lower class, I guess they want to say or whatever, working class, whatever they want to call it, who can't afford mortgages right now because of the high interest rates, right? But then there's people with money who still out here spending money. It dawned on me. He's focusing and just still in a price range and still catering to people who can afford to spend 700,000 on a house. They can afford to spend 1.5 on a house. They can afford it. Just because a lot of people's having a hard time in the world does not mean there's not people in the world having it easy, with more than enough money to spare. It's one of the rants Tupac used to have about all the time. How we got so much money in the world, but you got poor people. Well, answer me this. How I grew up in the Bronx where there was apple trees behind the buildings. Apple trees. All throughout the Bronx. Apple trees. That's free food. How did I grow up in the hood where free food was growing there that was removed? And remember, apple trees take years and years and years and years before they grow. I think like 7, 8, if not more years before they actually start to bloom apples. So whoever to come in that borough of the Bronx, New York City, and pull out all the apple trees and place them in supermarkets and begin to sell them to the people who are part of the poverty. There's no such thing as poverty. Poverty is created. We live on a planet or whatever this place you want to call it that generates food. It grows food. So there's no reason you hear about the issues you hear about. It's just weird that they even exist. And it's weird that people accept listening to it. That, you know what I mean? I don't know. But that's how we connected with the the private money person yesterday. We got a new private money on our team. Not only that, he's also a buyer, so we're going to be looking for more expensive flips off market for this guy as well, not just on market. We're going to do both. We are focusing in on the areas on what he wants to do for his co-living spaces. We're going to be looking on that. Yeah, but this is what we're doing right now, man. Still all over the planet looking for deals. Let me see, I got a quick email. Go to Bob. Okay, great. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I would like to meet sometime. Since you have been positive and responsive to my messages, I have a lot to offer a serious investor like yourself looking to add to their portfolio and would love to partner on some deals. Um, there's pretty interesting co-living opportunities to look in Raleigh today at 14 bedroom, currently 400 Whole Street. Like I hate that. I hate realtors that want to get together and go drive around with it. Like, nigga, I got shit to do. I'm not just going around. I'm looking at property online. Like, I'm gonna look at this house for. I'm not in contract to buy this motherfucker. I don't want to waste my time going to look at it. Um, yeah, I'll probably have a meet over here at Fat Boys, Starbucks by me. Um, Today won't work for me, but I'm open to schedule a meet I live in Raleigh. I look at this 14. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell old boy like, I don't mind meeting with you, but it gotta be at a point of when we getting something done. Like not right now. Um, some realtors is really want to meet up and all this extra stuff. And I get it. I mean, I'm not being a dick about it. I get it. They want to meet you in person and build with you and all that. But me, I'm talking to realtors in other states and all that. Like, I don't got time to be out here having lunch with people, man. I'm trying to get to the bag. So meeting with you is not going to get to the bag. Bring me a deal that I can close, and then we can go have lunch. Then it's worth my time and all that. But like, if you just sitting there just to want to talk and talk and talk, like, hey, how you doing? You got a deal for me? Right? We can do all that rapport building after we get to the business. Let's get to the business. I want to get to the business, respectfully. So today won't work for me, but I'm open to scheduling a meeting with you. I'm in Raleigh. I'll look at these 14 buildings and see if it works. If it works, and talk with my partner about them. I'll get back with you shortly. Send me some good times All right. I'm open to schedule a meeting with him. All right, let's find him real quick, see if I can update him in here. In the system real fast. There you go. He's listed as follow-up for leads today. Over listings. All right, so the best schedule for today at 2. Why is it coming up as past due? Oh my
All you
goodness.
do is type in aboligrove.com and I'm hit enter. That's all I'm doing.
Boom. Boom. All right, so
Now, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scroll down.
next
And when I scroll down, it's gonna go to floor plans. So Biltmore is the 1 bed, Crabtree is the 2 bed. And just so you know, I was like, where is that coming from? You see Dallas, that's a 3 bed.
this one's still listed.
So then I go back.
What was that interaction with old boy? Hey James, STV sent text.
So when we scroll
I'm
down,
even getting some of my own abbreviations. That's not good.
it lets you know.
All right, let's
what's
go in
going
the email. Let's see what that situation.
Say,
Last situation was.
so this is the building. You see this?
All right, just that one email. So we're gonna send a reply, a follow-up email real quick. Bear with me, and time is starting now.
Down 18 steps.
I've seen those before.
So that's the basement, second floor, first floor.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Oh crap.
you said you wanted to be on the first floor, right?
Mm.
So there's, let me show you something. So 3104 is available now. I'm gonna click on here to see detail.
Okay.
When you see details, it gives you your month and the lease, the lease term and the amount.
Gotcha.
Keep in mind the 3 things that's all.
Bear with me. Let me log in.
And then whenever you're ready, you just hit on now.
Okay.
All right.
And so for the ESA,
There's charge.
so I'm working with the big work now.
So,
It's the process.
so let me say this. When you have an animal and you don't have the ESA paperwork, it's going to charge you.
Okay. That's my thing, is like I said, I'm trying to get it.
Yep, so if you don't have the ESA paperwork by the time you want to move in, it's going to charge you.
Okay.
So when you have 1 dog, there's a one-time fee of $350 and it's non-refundable. And then you have to add to that, each month you would have to pay your monthly pet rent of $20.
Okay.
So $20 would be added to the amount.
Okay.
Now,
Damn, she about to get him, Lennox. Fuck, she about to get him. Yo, stop doing stuff like that. I thought you loved me. I guess not. You didn't say nothing. Oh my goodness. That's stupid, man. You know when trying to click it to open it and it's not opening? Like, what the heck is going on? I don't know. All right, so this is a simple follow-up. Let me give you a song again too. When you connect with real buyers, if you're having a conversation with a real estate agent about what you're looking for, you have the confidence to do what you say you're gonna do because you have the connections to get it done. I had a realtor tell me yesterday through an email that in the state of North Carolina, you're required to put down EMD deposit at the onset of the acceptance of the deal or whatever. That you got to put it down with escrow and all that. She lying? Not only did I go to school here in North Carolina and learn real estate law here, learn real estate here, I practice it. So I know that you don't have to put down EMD. at the onset of the contract. We have always structured our EMD to be put down at the end of the inspection. This way we know whether or not we're moving forward or not. We're not just deploying money everywhere, right? So she's bugging with that. That's not gonna work. But she can get somebody else. It's not me. Is it still listed? It is. Not that long, no. Oh, 84 days, yeah. Um, 100% equity. One second. Whole bunch of new shit. This was a good movie, Street Kings. I put that play in the background when I'm working. Yes, I like to create an atmosphere of when I'm working. I don't want it to feel like work and get cheated, because it does. All right, Josh said, okay, if the thing opened up, I could read everything that me and Josh spoke about. Okay. Okay. And how my collars get messed up. I hate when my collars and my t-shirts they're not nice. It's must have been because my wife washed it. It got messed up. Let's see what we sent them because I didn't read it. Thanks again for the update. Totally understand this. Mm, mm, mm. I don't like this. Do it again. Let me just check them. See if anything's changed to sell them. I like that better. Who's that? Somebody just emailed me. All right, update this one and on to the next one. It's not too many left, and I'm gonna start looking for some new opportunities. Um, Based off of what my guys looking for. So I'm keeping going what I got already going, but I'm adding his stuff into it. All right, let me see. All right, refresh that. Update that. Oh, we got one where we gotta call the seller. I should do that at 11:30. So I'm gonna do that in a second. We calling the seller because we haven't been able to get the realtor on the phone. What are you doing? I see you. Yo, man. No, I ain't doing that on my live. I'm not talking about this stuff. Send her a quick email. She ain't respond to the first one. Maybe she responds to the next one. That's happened to me. Expect them like 2, 3 emails before they respond. I set a date. We're gonna hit her up again. Two left. Sherry. This was 7 days ago. This must be just a regular follow-up. Where's the email? It's taking too long. Longer than I have to. Boom. Open it. Here was the message. She never responded. So we take it, copy it, paste it here. Oh. Follow up. Should take too long. What the heck is going on? Thank you. I know. I think it's having a lot of errors because a lot of people are using it. Another email. Yeah. Okay. Update that KPI. 14 follow-up for the day. Yesterday we did 16, day before that we did 20. Still active. People, they cut the price by $275. Guess what? I think I'll be an asshole. I'm gonna hit it up. I'm gonna follow up with him. We got a reply back from Josh, who said the seller would be interested in only cash or conventional, but he ain't getting no offers. Crazy. He ain't getting no offers, but I'm not even giving him no hopes that we his regular buyer in cash and all this. So we looking for finance on this. He's still scheduled. He's still scheduled. So we can keep it moving. Okay. That's not this one. This one's interesting. Okay. So they got hard money on for creative finance and won't work. Just updating the email response I just got back. Allergies, man. Things you start to experience that you didn't have problems with growing up. It's like, why I got them now. Yeah, about to block this dude. Max. I don't want to see messages from Max anymore. Is that it? Nothing else. Okay, cool.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yes, this is Daryl Shepard calling on behalf of BTX Homes. Calling to speak to Felipe in regards to a property we see listed on Manchester Road. We have made several attempts to contact the agent on this. Been about a couple of months, and we haven't got a response. So we're reaching out to you to see if you can probably get the agent to give us a call back. 919-307-9809. Thanks very much. That right there is how you put fire under your realtor's ass. Or a realtor's ass. Not your, a realtor. If they don't hit me up next month, then forget them. All right, so still, I got this VA one, and those are two offers I gotta make. So I want to go. All right, so we're putting in some filters on property right now. We're looking for single families, 3 bedrooms and up, fixing the feet and up. Year built, nothing newer than 2015. We're gonna turn 223 because it is at 2,000. But the more we tighten up the filter, the number gonna get smaller. I want them to own at least 3 properties. Um, 13. And 2 text messages. I don't think it worked. I think I'm gonna do it over. I'm gonna have to. What the heck? Internet over here be sucking too. I got a surprise for you. You're not gonna like it, but it's your call on yourself. You're doing it. Prop stream seem to be having an issue.
Thank you for calling Prop Street. We are currently closed for the Memorial Day holiday. We will return to the office on Tuesday. Please contact us again during our business hours Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Or you can email us at support@propstream.com. We hope you enjoy the holiday weekend.
Day.
See you soon. Thank you.
And they got the Memorial Day answer machine. And then it hangs up.
We are currently closed for the Memorial Day holiday. We will return to the office on Tuesday, May 27th. Please contact us again during our business hours, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Or you can email us at support@propstream.com.
Y'all experience in the future, guys. Companies taking your money, nobody here to answer your questions. Running on their own terms, running on their own time, and don't care about the consumer. That's the future, especially with AI. It's going to be worse for this younger generation as they coming up. It's going to get worse. So if this is what they're showing you already, you spent your money with a company, they're having an issue with it. They're telling you they're closed for the Memorial Day holiday, and they're going to be open on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. So how is that your phone answering service right now? Why is it not even ringing? Why you can't even leave a voicemail? Oh, send us an email. Send us an email. Send us an email. So yeah, I'm stuck. My business is on hold, and I gotta wait for you to answer an email to get my business up and going and do what I gotta do with my business. Right now, I'm supposed to be working, and I can't because of y'all system that I paid for. So this is document. This is proption, guys. This is document. Excuse me, I got salt on my hands from eating seeds. But this is documented right here on my live. Y'all see the fuckery that's going on with these softwares, platforms. Where does it stop? Who do they answer to? Why is this allowed? I spent $1,000 with y'all. And it's the second time I'm trying to work and I can't. I want to be compensated for it. Let's just see if it's here. All right. This is crazy. But I may have to cut this stream off and go to the crib because I can't work over here. I can't bitch and complain and say it's prop stream because I want it on my phone. So I gotta be starting with this computer connection over here. Ah, you ready, fella? I'm getting out of there because this is my time. I could be working and getting shit done, and this computer is not working. It's not working, son. And you can't finish watching Street Kings because you wasn't supposed to be watching no damn Street Kings. Nigga, you supposed to be working. You finished working? I said, why you watching Street Kings? Nah, man. He was at 15. Bless you. Not too soon, but I know I was at 15, so if it didn't register, I know where I'm at. All right, guys, so I'm signing out for the day. I'll be back here tomorrow. Hope everybody have a good day and get to your dreams. And I hope everything you're working on come true. Stay up. Peace. Oh, man, I got stuff in my beard. Let's go.